I keep giving bad people good ideas.
Hello guys, before we jump into today's video, I'll try to explain this part as quick as I can. But I've been enjoying this Gate Early Access build so far. Again, it's going to be releasing soon in like a week for everyone, but luckily I had early access to the early access, if that makes sense. But either way, I noticed this weird bug because I can run this game on max graphics with a 1080 Ti and be pulling decent, decent temps and stuff like that. And I'm not lagging and stuff. I'm just kind of paranoid with temps and stuff sometimes. But this game's really fucking weird, and you're gonna see it as I explain this why it doesn't make sense. But sometimes it will shoot your CPU, your graphics card up to the 70s, which isn't too bad, especially if I'm recording and playing the game at the same time. I'm expecting that CPU to be pulling a little bit of extra power from it. But what blows my mind is it will shoot it up to like 80, 90, and what's crazy is I've seen it because I kept messing around with the settings. Well, I actually could play the game at ultra settings at 60 Celsius or 60 on the temp and not kill my fucking GPU. But whenever I do force to launch the game, it always wants to just nuke my fucking GPU or wants to heat up my computer parts hella, which makes sense. But then with what I'm about to show you, it doesn't even have to do that in the fucking first place. But
yeah,
either way,
that clip is a banger.
It makes sense.
Mention
The
you have a
temps are
knack
gonna
for
shoot
this?
up because
You do.
you're loading
Last
the game.
spot is just
you're
around the
finding
way.
a new game and shit like that. And fucking around. But it's kind of hard to show you too because windowed mode does kind of play an effect in how these temps work. But maybe actually not. You could actually kind of see it. Look, it's just shooting up slowly but surely up to like 80. 70. We'll actually wait till it hits like 80. Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to be long as fuck. So yeah, it's about to hit 80. I'm like, oh fuck, that's like pretty hot. I don't want my computer sitting like that for like 2-3 hours. But what you can do, and it doesn't make sense this works like this, and it might be something with a glitch with the custom settings, I'm not too sure. But if you drop that bitch all the way down to low, back out, and just, I don't know, just skate around for like not even a minute, or maybe a couple minutes. Just give your it all depends on your cooling system. Luckily I have a pretty okay cooling system, but pretty much you want that bitch to drop back down to like 60. Since I'm like, again, recording this and stuff, I can't really get my CPU to drop below 70. It's trying, but since I'm recording, there's multiple things going on. I have Google open, those multiple programs, but you can see it's dropping. Even this is dropping. But pretty much what you do, and honestly I don't know why, and it helps definitely with anyone with an older build like me. Luckily I'm gonna upgrade to I bought a build off my friend, and all I need to do is buy a better GPU for it, and that's what I'm gonna do, and I should be able to do ray tracing and all that really soon. But pretty much what you want to do is just turn it all up to like high or ultra, whatever you want. Lighting, I don't really mess with too much. I just leave that on high because like my eye, I barely can tell the difference. Like, okay, cool. And then high on that, and then probably do like high on that as well. Post processing, ultra high. These two I leave off because they're kind of not too useful. But yeah, you could run it high, ultra. I actually turned it all on ultra oil, and then back out, go skate around, and then even tab out real quick. It's 61, bitch, and it's not even shooting back up. Like, tell me, like, am I tripping balls? I'm sorry this part's so long. I tried to record it multiple times to make it shorter, and there's no way. But this doesn't make sense, because now it's just sitting at a solid 61. And even this is dropping, too. Like, my CPU temps. So hopefully they fix that issue, and I just want to shoot it out though, because it's not the biggest issue, but it's a little annoying. And now that I know this is happening, now I kind of take the precautions I need to take to kind of, not nuke my fucking computer. But I don't know. I've been enjoying this game, and again, I want to leave the rest of this video for the review, but I did want to throw this little part in, just in case if anyone else is having this issue. Because this is even probably an issue with people with newer builds. So, like, if you are noticing this game is kind of cooking your computer a little bit more than it should be, go back in the settings, drop it too low, then go back to your normal settings, and it should hold a solid normal temp instead of cooking your computer for no reason. Because, look, it still has 60, 61. So I don't know what's going on. They definitely do need to fix that. The CPU temps are even dropping, goddamn. So I definitely would say that's definitely something they do need to look into. And again, you don't need to sit in Windows mode. I would just sitting in Windows mode so I could show you guys that little specky program with the temps. But yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy this video. And yeah, I'll leave you guys with the rest of the video. Sorry for this 6-minute tangent. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the Skate early access build or whatever, or just early access of Skate, and talking about the other builds of the game and just kind of my whole idea of the game so far. And pretty much when EA released that they were doing this like alpha build test thing, I hopped on that shit like a fucking TikTok or bitch that just turned 18 and was like, holy shit, how am I gonna become a millionaire now? I'ma hop on that OnlyFans. As dumb as that sounds, to every chick that actually doesn't do that, kudos to you. I'm not like judgmental being like, oh, you all gonna go to hell if you do it. But honestly, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people could give one less fuck about my opinion. But for me personally, if I'm gonna like be like, this is my girlfriend, or introduce someone as my girlfriend around people I know, family and shit, I don't want them to be able to go on Google and see a video of them sucking dick, especially a dick that's not mine. That's a big fucking L. It's not even on some religious shit. That's just on some like, I just have pride for myself, you know. I wouldn't go cheat on my wife, so I wouldn't want to go do that for me. Even though that means, oh, you get all these fancy things, bitch, go walk. Not saying like the chick, but like, you go walk, go make money. And probably same with the chick if that's what she's doing for a living. Like, go get a normal job. Like, oh, I'm helping people. The only thing you're doing is helping people bust a nut. Like, honestly, the like Walmart greeters have more of a use and more of like something going on than some bitch on OnlyFans. I'm not gonna lie. But this is not what the video's about. I don't know why I went on that side tangent completely about that. But, yeah, no, pretty much hopped on that shit instantly. And I was playing on, builds of the game when there were no textures at all. And then I played only like a little bit, maybe a couple hours. Because again, there wasn't really that much to fucking do, and let alone it was very, very early into the build of the game. And it wasn't that bad, actually. It seemed pretty cool and pretty promising. Then it wasn't until recently, like a couple days ago, where I downloaded the latest build of Skate that came out, because it just hit me that I was like on this like little subscription thing to get these early builds of the game to test it out before the early access does release for this game. And I was like, or the open early access releases, and I was like, oh shit. And I'm like watching people on YouTube playing it, and I'm like, all right, I want to play that. And then I thought, my dumbass, you can play it. So I went and downloaded it, and it's pretty good. It's not that bad. I do get a lot of people's criticisms though with the game. Here's mine. With it being free to play, I like the idea because, again, I don't really like spending $30, $40, $60 on a game. I will do it if the game's good. But then, with the flip side of it being free to play, you're gonna get filled with microtransactions. And I knew it. Anyone that was dumb as fuck and thought, oh, EA is releasing Skate and they're not gonna put microtransactions in it, was like, fuck it, I want whatever weed you're smoking, cause that shit's making you stupid as fuck, and I need some of that shit, cause I be stressing out sometimes. But what I'm saying is, it just like, it blows my mind, because it's like, it's fucking EA, and nowadays that's like the #1 gaming model. I'm not saying it's a good gaming model, I'm not saying it's the correct one, but every fucking game company does it nowadays. It's really shitty. They just release a game for free, fill it up with microtransactions, and then they just watch every little kid and every dumbass that doesn't have a life and doesn't touch grass spend every hard-earned dollar they get into the fucking game just to make the guy have a bedazzled gun, or just to have these wacky character models. But one thing I do appreciate with these games is like they do make it where there is a way, and they did do that with this, and I hope they encourage, like, keep on releasing like stuff that you can unlock just from playing the game, and then stuff that, like, you know, you buy the skate pass or you buy on the marketplace. I hope it's just not like, okay, we're gonna release 200 t-shirts you can unlock in the game, and then the rest are under a paywall. I hope it's not like that, and I hope, like, each season there's like some stuff that you can unlock in game that you have to grind through the game to unlock. Then there's gonna be some stuff like that's in the skate pass, or that you can just buy off the marketplace. That kind of shit, it doesn't really bother me too much. It is kind of stupid, because again, there might be like a t-shirt that you want that's stuck behind a $5 paywall, but like, fuck, what can you do? But like I was saying, is I hope as they release more stuff onto their little microtransaction fucking stores, so you could buy a little Bape t-shirt for your little skater guy, I hope alongside of that, they do keep on releasing content that you can unlock by progressing through the game. So then, #1, you have a reason to play the game, and #2, you don't have to buy the fucking stupid skate pass or buy all these stupid digital t-shirts if you don't want to. Dude, motherfucker, a t-shirt in real life's $5. Sometimes, you're gonna be thinking, should I buy myself a t-shirt in real life, or buy one in a stupid fucking video game that I'm not gonna use? It's like, I don't know, sometimes I do kind of say, fuck it, and I'll buy like a skin or some shit in a game, or a camo or two, or like, I'll open a case or some shit in Counter-Strike, but I don't go all balls to the wall with it, which thank God. But I do think it would be cool if alongside, I've been fucking repeating this, so fucking hopefully EA or somebody heals me, but hopefully alongside of it, they release the digital fucking microtransaction bullshit, the skate passes, stuff like that. But alongside of it, they release stuff that you can unlock without getting the skate pass, without having to buy any extra stupid shit. It's in the game. It just say update the game. There's some stuff on the skate pass, or some stuff that you don't need a skate pass for. And just, it'd be kind of cool. And also with that, there is a lot of issues. There is like no story mode, so there's like no story, and the characters are kind of, how can I explain it? It almost seems a little AI-ish, or almost like robotically. Like, it doesn't seem like actual characters, or like they have a backstory, or they have anything to really like provide too much. And again, I feel like maybe this is just a beta build of the game, or an alpha build of the game, so you might over time kind of, start to like gain, like, since some of these characters are new characters, or a lot of the stuff they're putting into the game, like the whole little lady or whatever that follows you around, the old person, in past skate games, the person that followed you around, the cameraman, or quote-unquote cameraman, they removed that for some robot person that's the camera. So I don't know, the camera's just like, you have schizophrenia and you're talking to a camera. Kind of weird. I don't know why my cat's shaking all over the place on the fucking table. Like, she's not having a seizure, she's just rolling. I don't know why she's rolling. She like just laying on her back and shit. But pretty much, I do think the game is heading in a decent direction, even though there my no, my God, my boys. Even though there's not things like a campaign and there's no like story. I do like the idea of it being open world, but what that risk is, if this game dies out, they are fucked. Because it's like, I know it's in an alpha build and they're gonna be putting in more vehicles, adding more stuff to make the world feel more lively and make it feel more like, oh, there's more shit going on. But definitely, if this game dies out, they're fucked because it's all online. So there's no single player either. So it's really, really gripping on to hoping that people don't forget about this game in a month. And then number two is like, since it's all online, it kind of sucks because it's like you can't really, like, you can add a campaign, but it makes it a little difficult to do so. But then I think it's really hoping that they actually listen to the community, because again, they only have a roadmap for the first 3 seasons, and I feel like maybe as stuff goes on, as people keep talking and discussing things they like and don't like about the game, things that they should add into the game, they might hopefully listen to people and start adding things from previous games. They were talking about like adding dock slides in season 3 and stuff, and that they're kind of adding that later on, and it kind of makes sense because again, they added a whole new system, like the whole parkour system and stuff like that. So they're kind of focusing on, you know, kind of getting the new stuff out the way and kind of in a good area, or at least in a perfected area, then, you know, kind of start working on the stuff they obviously already have perfected. Kind of makes sense, but does kind of suck because we are waiting for like season 3 for things like a map creator and stuff like that, and that's like one big crucial thing to keeping this game alive and stuff like that. And either way, I do have good hopes for this game. I do have good faith in this game, and I hope this game does end up being a pretty good fucking game. And again, I'm 50-50 with EA. They could pull a rug pull and pull a quick one on everyone, and this game could be dead as fuck, and, you know, everyone forgets about it. Or it could be one of those games where people just hop on for a couple hours. Some people might like the game, because, again, there's some people that are just like, fuck yeah, skateboards and shit, and I don't know, I get it. Sometimes I'll play the whole, like, I remember playing Skate 2 or Skate 3 or Skate 1 all day long. So, again, I have days like that sometimes and shit, but, again, I definitely can feel like if it's not a game that people are gonna, you know, grind and play for, like, all day long, it's at least a good game just to hop on and play with some friends for a couple hours, and the fact that it's free to play kind of makes it a little bit more accessible. And then the whole thing with the whole, microtransactions, don't buy the microtransactions, and then this is more on EA, and hopefully they listen to something like this and have a system like this and have a balance between the microtransactions and stuff you can unlock in game. So have it where you can unlock a lot of cool stuff and a lot of stuff in game, but then you can also buy a lot of stuff as well. So then you're kind of pleasing both sides. So again, people can still unlock stuff within the game and still like have a reason to play the game and have a reason to progress through the game, but then you can still also fill your pockets with hella microtransactions if you want. So I feel like each season, each update, they should release a little bit of microtransaction bullshit and a little free to earn in-game shit, and not pull some bullshit like a lot of companies do, or some like bullshit calling card or bullshit like thing you're never gonna use. At least make it kind of cool. Make it a reason why you want to play the game and progress through it, or at least maybe be like, oh, this was kind of a cool t-shirt. Oh, those microtransaction pants might fit with this, so I might want to buy the microtransaction pants so I can fit it with the t-shirt I just unlocked. So again, if you make it cool, the stuff you can unlock in the game and keep adding stuff, it might just push people to buy your stupid bullshit microtransaction bullshit anyways. But besides that, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Sorry if it was long as fuck. I think this game is pretty fun. I enjoy the alpha build so far, and I definitely have high hopes for this game. I hope it ends up just kind of just, you know, surviving and just striving and not just be a dumpster fire that EA kind of tends to have every once in a while.
I ain't with the drama, you can be my llama. Plotting with 300, with 300 ball. These bitches think she so soft, swear like that they are.